Hey guys, it's Daniel, and for today's trainer tip, I wanted to talk about one of the, in my opinion, most important muscles in the whole shoulder girdle. And when I say shoulder girdle, I mean all of the musculature that surrounds the shoulder, including those that are in the backside surrounding the scapula, because everything works together there. And that muscle is the lower trapezius. Now, one of the things that may not be known is that the trapezius is actually composed of three different muscles. It's the upper, the middle, and the lower trapezius, and today we're focusing on the lower. And so the reason why I want to emphasize this muscle is because a lot of times it's not very much isolated in anybody's exercise routine, and there are some viewers out there that may not know what it is. I've got a picture of it here in my book, and I'll show you really quick. It is right here where my index finger is. It's the lower part of the trapezius muscle that connects in that thoracic spine, and then it also connects on that medial aspect of the scapula there. And its main action is to help elevate that scapula. So a lot of times when people are doing shoulder presses or what have you, they may not realize that the lower trapezius is active in the eccentric part of it, or just helping you control that weight as you're doing your shoulder presses. The reason why I think it's very important to be aware of this muscle is because it is one of those muscles that, if it is underdeveloped or undertrained, is going to let its other partner, the upper trap, take over in a lot of movements. And that upper trap is that big muscle bulk that we see right up here. A lot of times when that upper trap is tight or overdeveloped, we see that like shrugged shoulder posture. It can contribute to forward shoulder, and those things can just lead to complications such as shoulder impingement syndrome. And we would much rather stay away from that because it causes pain, and it usually makes our exercise program just a little more difficult than we would like. So what I want to show you guys is a couple of exercises that you can do to isolate this muscle so that you can strengthen that entire musculature in the back of the shoulder, and then promote the longevity of your shoulders and your scapula's overall health, okay? So the big thing here is that I want to point to you guys out that one of the things that, or actually one of the positions, arm positions, that emphasizes this muscle is, I like to call the Y. So if you guys have ever heard of the ITYs, it is a progression of shoulder positions that strengthen the musculature in the backside of the shoulder. So much like they sound, the T is right here. I look like a T. The I is right here. I look like an I. And the Y is going to be right here. So in order to actually get that muscle working, it has to work against resistance, whether it be gravity or a dumbbell or some sort of a band or a cable. So the simplest and most easy way to work this muscle is going to be, and I'll use a chair here. You don't have to use a chair. You can be lying down on your stomach. You can be lying down on a mat. It doesn't matter. As long as you are kind of inclined over so that you can get your arms up in this Y position, you should be able to target the muscle. Now, it's important to learn the movement first. So if you guys haven't done anything like this, you guys should start on your stomach or on a bench or seated or however, so that you guys can work on making that eye movement. Okay, so it'd be just like this. And you have to focus on activating that lower part of the trap, which is going to be a unique feeling if you've never done it, okay? So simply doing this is going to activate it, and if you are going to do this, you can just pull the arms up, squeeze the muscle, and hold it there for about a couple seconds, 3-5 seconds. Alternatively, what you can do too is you can grab a dumbbell. I suggest you start out pretty lightly, and same thing, you can do one side at a time, 2 sides at a time. You just want to incline yourself over just like this, and then bring it up in that Y position. Okay? And you'll hold it there for a couple of seconds. Do a couple of reps, 3 sets of 10. It's super easy to implement at home or during a shoulder routine or something like that in the gym. Another thing that you can do is you can use cables or something. I've got this pipe-like structure here, these bands, and you can step on them. You can be in standing or in seating. And same thing, I'm going to grab it with both my hands here, and I'm going to come up straight. Keep my elbows relatively straight, and stay within that Y position. And really just control it on the way up and on the way down. So the reason why I wanted to talk about that was just because it is one of those muscle groups that is often not thought about and often neglected when training either your shoulder muscles, the back muscles, or in anybody's exercise routine. And when you guys do train it, it can lead to a healthier shoulder girdle function. It can lead to prevention of future musculature problems. And hopefully it is going to facilitate some of your guys' exercises in the future, okay? Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you guys next week.